Hey everybody, it's Willy the Composer here. This is my first attempt at a screen cap video, so we'll see how this goes. And today, I'm going to be taking the political compass test. Yes, that's right, the political compass test. Sorry, no face cam on this one. I haven't quite got the logistics worked out yet, but maybe in the future I can figure out a way to do it. But I really want to do a political compass because I talk about politics every once in a blue moon, and I actually kind of want to talk about it more because I know it's all I think about. It's all I really do in my free time is politics. It's just so interesting to me, this stuff. As you can see in my right, there is a political compass result that I have from before. So this is April 10th, 2017, and I know that's not very long ago, but I don't know. I've probably changed quite a bit from even April, and this is after the election. This is several months into Trump's presidency already, with this compass. So, even then I was still a left winger technically. So you see, I'm very libertarian. Well, not like wholly libertarian, but more than halfway libertarian. And I'm only very slightly left wing, and this is back in April. Now, I thought I had screenshots of this, but I guess I couldn't find them. But I took the test last year, and it would have looked similar, but it would have been, instead of this dot being here, it'd be over here in Noam Chomsky land. Okay, so I was a lot more left-wing before the election, back in the Bernie Sanders days. And the first time I ever took the political compass test back in 2014, back when I had an older computer, that I thought I had screenshots of that too, but I couldn't find anything. It would have been probably more authoritarian and still pretty far left wing. I'd been like Bernie Sanders land up here. While looking for this is going to be great. You're going to love this. While looking for some political compass, my old political compasses, which I couldn't find, because I guess I never screenshotted them after all, I did find a couple old entertaining pictures. So this one is glorious. This is June the 1st, 2012. Look at that kid. Look at him. I love this. This picture needs to be on the internet. No, my hair wasn't straight like that. I was actually after straightening it. That was kind of the whole purpose of taking the picture. But that's what my straightened hair looked like in 2012. And look at that. I look like I should be in a boy band, man. I love it. It's kind of emo. I don't know. I like it. I would wear hair like that now. I don't even give a crap if it makes me look like a degenerate, man. I like it. Look at that. I had acne. Oh, how cute. Oh, my God. And if that's not enough of a heartthrob for you, that's not. Look at this one. Look at this boy. Look at him. Oh. Oh my God. That's normally how my hair looked, a little more like, because I always had hat hair because I wore hats all the time when I wasn't in school. Can't wear hats during school for some reason. But that was me normally. Most of the time I had that the little brim there, the little hat hair bulge. But look at that. Oh my God. Oh, look at this dude. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm a little sick because I might cough every now and then. Oh my God, though. Blessed. Hashtag blessed. Okay, let's just take this test already. I actually have no idea how this is going to turn out. I know I don't know. I might be an actual right winger if I take this test again. My politics have been evolving. The more I study about politics, the more left wing politics seems stupid to me. It just seems like fucking sympathy whoring. But no, we'll get into that. This is gonna be good. Okay. Wow, I was still a left winger even when Trump was president. Wow. Okay, let's see what happens. Take the test. Okay, meat and potatoes. Just a few propositions to start with concerning, no less, how you see the country and the world. If economic globalization is inevitable, does it have to be inevitable, though? It should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. What does that mean, serve humanity? Globalization serving humanity. Globalization freaking ruins humanity. But would I rather such a thing serve humanity than transnational corporations? Well, I mean, yeah, if we're going to take that as a given that all those things are true, I think transnational corporations would be the only thing benefiting from globalization. I don't think you could serve humanity from globalization. So I want to agree, because I think it should primarily serve humanity, but it just plain doesn't. So if I agree with that, I'm acting. It's like I'm saying. If I agree with that, it's like I'm saying, yeah, it can serve humanity. I don't think it can. But I have to answer what the maxim proposes, not what it doesn't propose, right? I have to. This is the rule for all of these. You might disagree with the fucking way the thing is worded or whatever, but you have to answer it the way it's posed. So the way it's posed, it should serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. Yes. The way it's posed. Although I really want to disagree. Not a strong agree. I'd always support my country whether it's right or wrong. Strongly agree. I know. Such a fascist. No one chooses his or her country. Okay, by that I mean I don't support the decisions of my country, but I support my country. Whatever my country decides to do, I'm there. They're like I'm a family member. Like they're like family to me, you know. My cousin says to me, "Hey, I want to go murder this dude." I'm like, "Let me be an accomplice." You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck whether it's right or wrong. I support my people. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. Now that's an interesting question because I always say that it's stupid to be proud of like your race because you don't get to choose what race you are. So, you know, white pride and black pride and, you know, all this, everything else is stupid because you didn't even choose to do that. It's not an accomplishment. It's not something, you know what I mean? It's an accident, if you know what I mean, really. Same thing for country of birth, but for some reason, I have this glowing hypocrisy where I think, no, it's not okay to be proud of your race, which is something you have no control over, but it is okay to be proud of your country, which you have no control over. But you do have some control over it in that you can be proud of you can, here's the difference. You can't change your race. You can change what country you live in. You can't, you know what I mean, whether you choose or not to be proud of how black you are or how white you are, it doesn't change the fact of how black and how white you are. But how proud you are of an American does change how much of an American you are. So it's different. No, it's different. You don't choose your country of birth, but I strongly disagree. But for other reasons, you can be proud of your country. You're not proud of it just because you were born there. You're proud of it because of what it does and what it is. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. On average or individualistically? Individualistically, no. On average, yes. Shit. Probably sounded like an alt-righter there. Listen. They got a point about race realism, which is basically statistics show that certain ethnic populations, on average, have higher IQs than others. Now, maybe that has to do with technology, maybe that has to do with environment, maybe that has to do with a million things. I don't think it's entirely genetic. I think it's partially genetic, but if you ask a white nationalist, they would say it's all genetic, which I disagree. But they even think culture is genetic. It's freaking crazy over there. But, you know, I'm going to disagree, because it's proposed in a really collectivized way. I think person to person, it just varies too much to say the white race is superior in this regard to the black race, or the black race is superior in this regard to this. Because on average, on average, black men can jump higher. It's go figure that people who live in different parts of the world and have to deal with different environments would evolve in different ways with different strong suits and different weaknesses. I mean, it's like it's genetics 101, so that makes sense. But no, I don't like it because it's collectivizing shit. I won't strongly disagree, but I'll disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now that's an interesting one too. I actually want to say no to that. Because I don't know, I think of World War II every time I hear that, how the enemy of my enemy is my friend, as in, Joseph Stalin was the enemy of Hitler. And since we were enemies of Hitler, that made Joseph Stalin our friend. I don't think Joseph Stalin ever should have been our friend. I guess, to make sure we won that war, it was probably good that we worked alongside him, but I almost wish we hadn't. I don't know. I feel like we could have done it without him anyways. I don't mean we could have won the war. I don't mean we definitely would have won the war had Soviet Union not been involved or had fought with the Axis. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we could have won without having to work with them. They could have just done their own shit on the Eastern Front, and we do our own shit on the West, and just leave, and never the twain shall meet. But I don't know. To this question of the enemy and friend, I actually disagree. I don't know if I strongly disagree though. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Abso-fucking-lutely. International law is garbage anyways. But fucking globalists. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Is it against international law to nuke something? I'm pretty sure it would be. But I stand by to this day that the nukes dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were completely necessary, and would do it 100 out of 100 times given the same situation, but multiple chances to decide. Nah, you gotta nuke them. That's a subject for a whole separate video, I guess. All these are going to be subjects for whole separate videos. That's why I like this. It opens up discussion, sees what people are interested in, and sees what they want to hear more about. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Now, this is a good one too, man. A worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Infotainment. You got a problem with infotainment? I want to say yes, because it's made the media freaking horrible. It's made the news. It's turned the mainstream news into a bunch of people yelling at each other. And just having straight out freaking complete arguments. I mean, this is everything from CNN to Fox News. It's just like the people just you turn the shit on. It's just people yelling at each other, and it's because it's entertaining. It's because it's what people pay for. It's the networks need to make money, man. We in a capitalist society, boy. So it was I guess it was kind of bound to happen that informational sources were going to turn into entertainment. But at the same time, I'm not exactly completely opposed to it. I think the shit you watch should be engaging on some level. And anytime I see the word worrying, it just makes me go, ugh. It makes me cringe when people say there's a worrying fusion, or this is worrying, or this is troubling, or this is problematic. It's like, that's just another way of saying it hurts my feelings or this doesn't feel right, or my feelings. Fuck your feelings. So actually, strongly disagree. Fuck your feelings. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. That's another good one. These are all good ones, of course, because it's a political compass test. You think the poor whites in America have more in common with the poor whites in Zimbabwe than the poor whites have in common with the rich whites in America? If you're saying that class is a bigger division than nationality. I actually disagree. I think nationality is how the world is seen as. I think poor I think poor people identify more with rich people from their own country than they do with other poor people from elsewhere in the world. That's like some communistic shit right there, you know? You know what I'm saying? That's like workers of the world unite kind of stuff. No, people are divided by nationality. That's what the nation's borders are. They're a map of human forms on the planet Earth. Oh, sorry, that's a little bit conspiratorial there, but it kind of is. Nations kind of are human forms. Okay. So, hell no. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Now that's a good one. This is some economical questions. Yeah, I would say controlling inflation is more important. Shit. Is it more important for things to be more affordable, or is it more important for people to have jobs so they can afford stuff in the first place? I guess it'd be more important for people to have jobs so they can afford stuff in the first place. But I'd be interested to hear arguments against it. So I guess I'm going to disagree. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Yes, but to some freaking extent, not to the fucking end of the earth where you get a million freaking regulations where freaking new businesses can't start up because they can't hire a staff to just full-time make sure all the regulations are met, or they're not a large corporation that freaking got the politicians to put in place regulations that they were already meeting, that new startups would have trouble meeting. So no. But to some extent. So I have to agree, but I really hate agreeing to this because it sounds like it's like a license for them to just say, to be that stupid EU shit where you can't, where you have to have a screwdriver to open up the battery pack on the back of a kid's toy or something. It's stupid. Okay. From each according to his ability, to each according to his fundamentally good idea, get fucked. I mean, I guess this is test breaking because it sounds reasonable, but I really don't want to get pushed to the fucking commie end of the spectrum because of this shit. Fuck that. From each according to his ability, each according to his need. Oh my god. No, it should be from each according to his wealth. To each according to his wealth. It's a sad reflection on our society. Something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded consumer product. Strongly disagree. If people want to buy it, it should be sold. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought or sold. I used to be this way. Back in 2014 when I first took this test and I was like a crypto communist. I used to be that. Like, you can't own land, I wish I had that meme pulled up. It's a really good meme, but whatever. I used to be like that, but I disagree now strongly. It is regrettable that many personal fortune, again, regrettable, this is, it's all feelings, It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. No. That's the way the system works. You make money how you make money. Who cares if you're contributing nothing to society? Bull, they're making other people rich. They're making the corporations rich so they can pay their workers more. How is that not contributing to society? Anyways, protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Absolutely, when you say sometimes. You see, if you're going to say protectionism is necessary in trade, I'd be like, that sounds like you're saying all the time. But sometimes, yes, absolutely. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver profits to its shareholders. The only social responsibility. Again, social responsibility. You're getting into freaking moral imperatives, which I hate. That you're morally obligated to take an action. That's fucking horrific. You're not morally obligated to do shit. Morals my goddamn ass. Fucking nihilism for life, nigga. Okay, the only responsibility. I tell you what. I actually don't disagree slightly, because it should have some responsibility, not just to deliver a profit to its shareholders, but also to give the consumer what they pay for. You know what I mean? So it should have some interest in the consumer. Now, actually, though, giving the consumer what they pay for is part of delivering a profit to its shareholders. So actually, everything goes back to delivering a profit to its shareholders. Being better to your customers will help you deliver a profit to your shareholders. So actually, I agree. The rich are too highly taxed. That's so broad. Do you mean in the world? Do you mean in the U.S.? Do you mean right now? Do you mean just... in America? I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to have to disagree to that. I don't think they're too highly taxed. I mean, maybe. You can make the argument. I'm going to disagree for now. Though, I guess they mean like in whatever country you're in. But then that would be... that, you see what I'm saying? That's not like an objective measure of where you are in political competition. Maybe it is. I don't know. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Yeah, sure. Oh, sorry. I know. Just 2 years ago, man. Since 2016, 1 year ago, I was, well, not 1 year ago now, but 1.5 years ago, I was Medicare for all, man. I was universal health care, and then I learned something about it, and I looked into the issue, and I actually studied it, and I realized how retarded the whole thing is. And I think, yeah, if you have more money, you should be able to have better things in life. Sorry if that breaks your heart. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Yes. In certain ways. To some extent. Yeah, I do agree to that. The people have to know what they're buying. You know what I mean? There has to be some regulation. There has to be a guarantee that what the product is, what the consumer is told the product is what that product is. There has to be at least that. So yeah, people should go to jail for selling people something, saying it's a cure for cancer when it's not a cure for cancer. You know what I mean? A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. To some extent, not this crazy price fucking controlled planned economy fucking price planning shit. No, but to some extent, yeah. There should be some restrictions. It's, the more, I don't know, man. The more I look into it, the more I'm like, free up the markets, baby. Free the market, free the people. Hell yeah, nigga. Hell yeah. Next page. Abortion. Oh, here we go. When a woman's life is not threatened, should always be illegal. I'm actually pro-choice, yay! And I've pretty much always been. That's something that hasn't changed, and it won't change. I mean, if a woman doesn't want to have a baby, does she have to? Like just because she got some cum shot in her, does that mean now she has to have a responsibility for the rest of her life? You know what I mean? If she has some time to make it not happen, I mean. And no to partial birth abortion or whatever, I actually think the way the abortion laws are mostly reasonable, stop at 6 months or whatever it is, whatever the cutoff, 3 months. I don't know what the cutoff is, but morning after pill I love, things like that. The earlier the better, because it helps kind of skirt around the whole moral question. But as far as the moral question goes, is a fetus a human being? I used to say no. Now I actually do say that it is. When it pops out of the womb, all of a sudden it's a baby. If it's premature, then it would have become a human earlier. Like, you know what I mean? You can't really draw the line. You can't really say when it really becomes a human. I don't know. Maybe it is a conception. But is it homicide? Probably. But is it justifiable homicide? I say yes, actually. So I do think it's murder, but I think it's actually justifiable murder. So I disagree strongly. I think it should be legal. Absolutely. Legal, safe, and rare, as they used to say in the old days. Well, actually, maybe not even rare. I don't mind if a lot of people have abortions. We need fewer people in this fucking country. All authority should be questioned. Oh my God! Oh boy, you speaking my language, boy. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Disagree. Makes the whole world blind, Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. I disagree, because I think preserving our culture and our heritage is necessary, and I think taxpayers should have to foot the bill for that. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. To what end, though? Like, college, no. But when you say schools, that insinuates, high school and lower. That insinuates, secondary and primary school. Which, yeah. Yeah, they should. They should. I disagree. Not strong, but I disagree. All people have their rights. I already disagree. But it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Ooh, it's a little bit white nationalist up in here. Disagree. Yeah, disagree. Because I think different kinds of people can live amongst one another peacefully in a mutually beneficial kind of thing. Okay, yeah, sorry about that little stutter there. I had to get my charger and plug in the computer. But okay. Let's see here. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Strongly agree. I mean, I don't know if that's how that applies to politics that much, but yeah, I was spanked as a kid. Like, not all the time. I wasn't like beaten or anything, but I smack in the ass now and then to say, no, stop, smack in the ass. This hurts me more than it hurts you. That's good for a kid. It really is. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Absolutely, and they should. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. I agree. I would actually go further than that. I would legalize psychedelics. That's LSD and shrooms and peyote and what's the one? Mescaline, shit like that. Psychedelics. Legalize psychedelics, but keep the hard drugs illegal. I don't want people doing cocaine and heroin and shit and meth in stores. I don't want that. But yeah, psychedelics, sure. Let's see. Prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. It should be to teach the children what they need to know to be functioning members of society, not necessarily just to teach them how to get a job. You know what I mean? There is a value to academic education. I mean, I know. It's taboo to say nowadays. The academics are ruining the country. I don't disagree with that. I think the academics are ruining the country. And I do also think vocational education is probably the best form of education for most people. Most people should go to vocational school. Most people should learn a trade. Most people should learn something that some hands-on work that they enjoy doing, that they can go out there and do, and they can make some serious money. They can make a comfortable living off of. I agree. I don't think the academic way is the way for most people. I think it's the way for very few people, honestly. I think it is the way for some people. I mean, we do need, teachers and doctors and scientists and writers, and you do need those people in society. So when you say the prime function, not the only function. If you said the only function, I'd have to disagree. But since you said the prime function, I actually agree. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. I disagree strongly, actually. I don't give a fuck. Make babies. Do it. See if I care. State shouldn't tell people who can and can't fucking have sex. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Wow, I just said who can and can't have sex. Okay. Child sex is not okay. Child porn, the exception to everything. Okay. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Yeah, probably. No, I disagree. I'm actually pretty neutral on that. No, the most important thing for children to learn is to think for themselves. So actually, no, I strongly disagree. The most important thing is not to accept this, but to think for yourself. There are no savage and civilized people. There are only different cultures. Ooh, cultural relativism. Ooh, here's the real question. Oh, I disagree. I think some cultures are better than others. I used to not be that way. I used to be a complete cultural relativist, but freaking Sargon of Akkad fucking red pilled me on this. He's such a freaking cultural absolutist. He's hilarious. But he convinced me. He made the right argument, and I didn't have anything to say to it. He's right. Some cultures are better than others. They just flat are. Some places are nicer to live because of the culture, because of the laws, because of the values, because of the way you carry yourself in the way, Yeah, he's right. Let's keep going. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Yep. If they're able to work, I mean, God, I'm for welfare for people who need it, for people who can't work because they're disabled or they're old or shit like that. But fucking hell, if you can work and you're refusing the opportunity, it's one thing that when you can't find a job, but when you refuse the opportunity to even try, like, no, fuck off, get the hell out of my welfare system. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Now, that's a good question. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Because I want to say no, because I was like, no, you should focus on your problems, but oh my God, that's how I live my life. Keeping busy with more cheerful things to stop thinking about what troubles me. That's how I live my life. So I don't know if that's the way it should be, but that's the way it is, at least for me. So I'm going to have to agree. That's the way I am. That's the definition of my life, is just doing stupid things to keep busy so I don't think about how troubled I am. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. I actually agree. I think second generation, of course, because they're born there, but I don't think you ever can truly become, what you're raised as is who you are. You know what I mean? The way you are is, give me a boy at 7 and I'll show you the man. It's pretty true. It's pretty true that you become who you are when you're a kid. You know what I mean? And you never really change. Yeah. You'd never be fully integrated. You can become more integrated. Don't get me wrong. But no, that's actually true. They will never truly be integrated. What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us. Always? You said always, so I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't like alwayses. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, what's good for successful corporations can sometimes be good for all of us. Absolutely. Can most of the time? Probably. Always? Not necessarily. No broadcasting institution, however independent or of its content, should receive public funding. I want to agree because we have private broadcasting in America, and that's just what I'm used to. But we also have public broadcasting in America. So, you know what? I disagree. I think there should be some public broadcasting of some kind. Some radio, some PBS. I like PBS and shit like that. That stuff's fine with me. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Strongly agree. Get a warrant! Look at Rand Paul and Chris Christie having the libertarian v. authoritarian argument. It was great. Use the Fourth Amendment! A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress. Oh my God. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system. I disagree. I think government should be slow. I think there shouldn't be that much progress in the government. And I actually like multiple parties. I actually really don't even like political parties in general. I wish people would just run on their own merits, but then people wouldn't know who to vote for, and they probably just wouldn't vote, honestly, or they'd vote for the name that they knew, I mean, the political parties do help people understand instantly a lot of things. This is when you say that I'm a Democrat, I instantly know, okay, he's for certain things. You already know that. You say I'm a Republican, you say, okay, I already know that. And that could be wrong. You could be, you could be a Republican and pro-gay marriage, or you could be a Democrat and pro-oil pipeline. You know what I mean? But Rand Paul, Heidi Heitkamp, for those examples. But yeah, I strongly disagree with that. Strongly, I think it should be slow. I think the democratic process should be slow as hell. I don't want a lot of shit getting done, honestly. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrong dealers need to be worried. Strongly disagree. Get the fuck out of my shit, government. You're watching this right now, aren't you? They even care. They probably aren't watching this. They don't care. The death penalty should be an option for most serious crimes. I used to be really anti-death penalty, and I think I still am. Now I think about it, I haven't thought about it in ages. No, you shouldn't kill people for committing a crime. Lock them away, or do what they used to do back in the old days and just like leave them in a room with a gun, let them do the math. Oh god, those coughs are probably horribly loud. Maybe I'll edit that down if I can help it. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Again, strongly disagree. I don't believe in the death penalty. I do think it's a deterrent to crime. I do agree with that, but I still just on a fundamental level, I don't think you can take away someone's life, because what if they didn't do it? Then you killed somebody for nothing. You know what I mean? It's better that they're at least alive. You know. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. It ain't a happy way to be. It ain't the way you want it to be. It ain't beautiful. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you proud. But that's the way the world works. That's the way it is, has always been, and always will be. Stratification. If you're going to have society, it says in an advanced society, in civilized society, if you're going to have a society, stratification is mandatory. And even if you try to avoid it, even try to get rid of stratification, it's going to happen. I know. It sounds authoritarian, but it's pretty much what it is. Yeah. I wouldn't like it that way. I'm not, but that's the way it is. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything should be considered art. I'll strongly disagree. Art is what you fucking make of it, dude. Anything can be art. I don't agree with these stupid people that for some reason, right-wingers like to go after modern art, and they think like, oh, this is just stupid. This isn't art. Where's the standards in art? And I've seen it before, but I guess I see what they're saying, But at the same time, no, art is art, man. You don't touch art. Art is just like, it's what you make of it. It's the feelings you put into it. You can't get rid of art, In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Disagree. Not strongly, but I disagree. It is a waste of time to try and rehabilitate some criminals. Absolutely, but it's still worth a try. You should still try. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. This is such a good question. This is the ultimate, this is the division in my mind. This is my left, right, and brain fighting each other constantly. The writer, the artist, or the business person and the manufacturer. Which one? Oh my God! Without the writer and the artist, how did the business person and the manufacturer know what to do? Honestly, but without the business person and manufacturer, how are the writer and the artist able to even do what they do? So. It's chicken and the egg, I can't really decide. Honestly, I'm going to disagree because I am more of a writer and artist myself than a business person manufacturer type. I'm going to disagree, but not strongly, and that's that. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. What do you mean? May have careers? In that case, yes, yeah. That your first duty should always be to your children. Always. And men too. It should also say, if it said fathers may have careers, but their first duty to be homemakers, I would also click agree. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. Is that or is that not a fact? Is that what am I agreeing or disagreeing that if that's a fact? Oh, when you say unethically, there's where the opinion comes in. Okay. Is it ethical what they're doing? I'm sure there are things that aren't ethical happening in the world. Yeah, okay. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Absolutely. That's what maturity is. Maturity is nothing more than getting used to the way things are. Making peace with the establishment. Getting familiar with the system. You know. Yeah, I have to strongly agree. I know that's authoritarian, but whatever. Astrology accurately explains many things. It doesn't do shit. It's fucking complete and total horseshit in every way. You cannot be moral without being religious. Strongly disagree, although I don't even think morals are real, so I actually should agree, because nobody can be moral, because there are no moral. But charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the generally disadvantaged. Absolutely. Fuck Social Security. Rotten hell. Oh, I'm glad people are going to be like, Social Security? You don't like Social Security? What the hell's wrong with you? I guess I can make a video about it if you care. Some people are naturally unlucky. I don't believe in luck. But when you say, but you don't have to believe in luck to say unlucky. Like you know, some people naturally have more bad things happen to them than other people. I don't really see what argument there is against that. Yeah, some people have more bad things happen to them than other people. Are you saying, like, by their very nature as humans that certain types of people are more unlucky? Is that what you're saying? Like, I don't know. I have to agree, though. Some people have less luck than others. Some people, you know, have an easier ride than others. It is important that my child schools religious values. Completely disagree. But actually, no, I only disagree slightly. I don't strongly disagree. Only disagree slightly in that the values that come from religion are good values. So, you know what I mean? Instills a religion? No. Hell no. Fuck no. Go to hell no. But religious values, I don't even agree to that. Fuck. I'm actually having trouble. Yeah, but what religion? Christianity? That would be the one in America, but, you know, I don't want him instilling Wahhabist values in Saudi Arabia, so I have to disagree. Yeah. Same sex. Sex outside marriage is usually immoral. I'm actually might even agree to this. Okay. First of all, it's okay. Obviously, I would disagree that sex before marriage is wrong or bad or whatever. But if you're gonna have morals, I don't believe in morals. But if you're gonna have morals, okay. Usually, when people have sex before marriage, it's this one night stand shit. Or actually, no, it probably isn't. More people probably have sex with girlfriends, people they love, people that they're, you know. So actually, no, you know, I disagree. They're not strong. Same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. Yeah, sure. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population. Absolutely. What goes on in a private bedroom is no business of the state. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, between consenting adults, yeah. No one can feel naturally homosexual. What are you saying? No one can feel a certain way? What? Anybody can feel any way they want. What are you talking about? If you said no one can be naturally homosexual, then that's a question. But nobody can feel naturally homosexual? People can feel anyway. I can feel that I'm a potato. Like, yeah, people can feel naturally homosexual. You can feel any way you want. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. I actually disagree. I don't think it goes far enough, honestly. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Am I literally Hitler? Am I Donald Trump? Am I fucking Barack Obama? Where the hell am I? I don't know. If I turn out authoritarian, I swear to God, if Paul turned me into a fascist, sorry, I didn't say that. I swear to God, if the internet websites that I visit every now and then have ruined my politics, I swear, I better not be an authoritarian, damn it. States' rights, motherfucker. Fuck, dude. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to see. I don't want to look. I don't want to know what my politics are. Okay, so you got your authoritarian left, authoritarian right, libertarian left, libertarian right. Okay? You got your all of American politics in this little square. Actually, it's more like in here. It's not even that much. If you're all of American politics, You got your communism. You got your communism. You got your crypto communism. You got your Antifas down here. You got your libertarians, I'm aiming for purple. I don't know. This is what I want to be. I want to be purple. I don't know if I made purple. I might have got blue for all I know. Fuck. Oh god, I might have got blue. Ugh. But here's your libertarians, your Rand Pauls. Basically, guns and weed. No guns, weed. No guns, no weed. Guns, no weed. That's how it goes, basically. Also, here's your Hitler. Here's your Mussolini. Here's your Stalin. So there's your, and here's your Antifa, and here's your ANCAPs, who are hilarious. They're capitalists that don't believe there should be a government. It's pretty cool. I have sympathy for them. I do. I have sympathy for them. No sympathy for these assholes over here. That's the thing that happens in Max. When you go like around in a circle for bigger, the mouse gets huge for some reason. I don't know why. It's like the stupidest thing. Why even have that? If you keep going for a long time, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyways, okay. Oh god, I'm probably a centrist or something. Yeah, again, like I just said, there's Gandhi, Milton Friedman. I actually like Milton Friedman. He's the one who turned me off of Social Security. Oh god. Hey, libertarian, yes. Oh my god, I'm hardly libertarian though. I went so far up. Yeah. There for comparison, that's where I used to be. In April. It's November. It's been 7 months. Just over half a year. I'm so much more authoritarian. Oh my god. That's scary. I'm still libertarian. I'm still on the libertarian side of the spectrum. But I'm so much more authoritarian. And I'm further to the right than I was to the left before. I went from classical liberal to fucking, straight up, libertarian. Should vote libertarian. That's like where the Libertarian Party is. It's not even that libertarian. You know? Down here you got your minarchists, which I sympathize with. I love them. They're I think it means minimal government is basically. So as little government as possible. And then down here you got your big libertarian, your big boy libertarians. But damn man, libertarian for the win. Yeah, boy. Okay, take a screenshot of this. Whoa. Oh. Okay, take a screenshot of this. That way it's here forever. Nice. Positive and negative values. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun. See some celebration. This video's gonna get flagged now. Damn it. Not if I just talk over it, because then it can't get content copyrighted, I think. I freaking love this video. Go watch it now. Sorry, that shit is just nostalgic for me. It takes me back, man. Every time I watch this, it just puts me in that couch in the old apartment a year ago, constantly watching live streams of the news, constantly watching every Trump rally that came out, like just being obsessed with the election. It just takes me back to that beautiful time, that beautiful moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, folks. Complicated business. It's just like, oh, complicated business. Oh, man. Oh, it was so beautiful when that happened. Oh, like if you cry every Tim. Oh, my God.